Let's move on and shift our focus to the state of Karnataka now. More drama is expected in the state assembly today with the anti-conversion bill. The discussion on it has been scheduled for today. In fact, Congress leader D.K. Shivkumar tore apart the copy of the bill during the tabling. This particular incident happened in the assembly itself. And while Karnataka CM Basavaraj Bommai said that it was unbecoming of the Congress leader to tear a bill in the assembly, Shivakumar retorted by replying that it is his right to tear a bill as it is against the constitution and designed to harass minorities. The anti-conversion bill tabled by the BJP government in Karnataka proposes jail term of up to 10 years for forced conversions. In fact, the proposal, however, is facing heat from the minority communities who fear persecution. In fact, the opposition has questioned the need for the bill, as according to them, existing laws are sufficient to penalize forced religious conversions. Earlier, Karnataka Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai also called religious conversion a disease. Let me go across to our correspondent Neha Hebale, who is joining us with more details on this big story that we are tracking. So Neha, good morning. Yesterday, we kind of got a preview of what is in store today in the Karnataka Assembly. Will Bommai government be able to have its way? That is the biggest question.
Absolutely, Gauri. That remains the big question over here. It was yesterday that the bill was introduced in the floor of the assembly. We saw how there were, in fact, stark reactions coming into the bill over here. We saw how BJP leaders, R. Ashok and Madhuswamy, and also the chief minister were, sort of trying to ensure the bill, does have a discussion time. But the Congress over here very certain on the fact that they will not let this bill go through. However, it's important to mention that it was only yesterday that we saw H.D. Kumaraswamy turning up at the assembly, after almost, of course, about a week of the assembly commencing. Let's remind you that both the Congress and JDS in the opposition over here in Karnataka have maintained that they will not let the bill go through even on the floor of the council. So yes, while the Bommai government might have the majority on the floor of the assembly to pass the bill that will come up for discussion today, we are going to be seeing fireworks taking place. However, on the floor of the council, whether his government would be able to pass the bill, whether it would receive the support of the JDS or the Congress, that is something that remains to be seen. Now, the other case scenario over here on the floor of the council could be that if the JDS over here decides to walk up today and, stage a walk out, then the numbers coming down, and if there's a division of votes, then in that case, would the BJP have enough majority to pass the bill in the council? All of this is going to be a very interesting development that we're likely to be seeing today.
Right, Neha, thank you so much for sharing all those details. In fact, Mirror Now's Neha Hebale also spoke to the Archbishop of Bengaluru, who lamented the fact that he's not being heard or his community is not being heard by the Karnataka government on his pleas to not table the anti-conversion bill. He said that government's approach is not correct and that this bill could affect the work of the church that they do in education and health sectors.
Has said that this bill was not brought in with the intention of hurting any religious community or any religion, and that this isn't really going to be affecting any of the religions. They've also in fact said that any concerns that any communities have can be aired after the passage of the bill.
I don't think it's the right approach. You pass a bill. As it is, without the bill we have suffered much. There have been 29 attacks in Karnataka without any bill as such. But now that the bill is going to be passed and it's going to be given to the people, that perhaps this vigilante group and the others, to say that you go and check where the excesses are going on, where the things are happening, and it's surely going to affect us. Okay. It's going to affect perhaps the good works that we would like to do also. Okay. Would we be free to do many of the things that we wanted to do or we are trying to do? The education that we give, the free hospitalization in many of the hospitals, helping the poor, would it be so easy as that? And I personally believe that this bill is not affecting only the Christians. It's going to affect many, many other people. It's going to affect the women. Are they free to choose perhaps something in their life? It's going to affect the Dalits. The Dalits are told that they will be punished if they cross over or change the religion. It's going to affect also the dignity of the human person, because there is no such thing as privacy in this bill. Right. You have to declare so many things and so many details you have to give, which are going to be on the notice board. Okay. And in this spirit, The government, I don't think, has done the right thing, but I wish the government, I pray for them, and I wish all those who are opposing us also, God's will be done.
Moving on.